Welcome to Motivation at Hand. To know is to know how. In the backdrop of a former president's tale, a family's dysfunction, a haunting veil, Mary Trump's revelations pierce the night, unveiling a truth that challenges our sight. Within America's core, a troubled scene. Dysfunction's grip, a toxic routine. But amidst chaos and discord's reign, we must question values that cause strain. In this tangled mess, a glimmer appears. A chance to address, to confront our fears. Hand in hand, rising above the fray. Reclaiming unity, strength on display. From turmoil's grip, a path shall arise. A society rebuilt, where hope never dies. United, we stand, embracing the light. Rewriting our story, truth shining bright. Breaking the chains of dysfunction's hold. Empathy and kindness, a tale yet untold. In 4 verses, a plea we send. For love and peace, may they transcend. Who is Mary Trump? Here's what we know about the president's niece. Jemima McEvoy says, I specialize in covering the world's wealthiest individuals for Forbes. Forbes staff. This article was published more than 2 years ago. Updated on June 15, 2020, at 2:19 p.m. EDT. Top line, Mary Trump, the 55-year-old niece of Donald Trump, has largely remained out of the public eye. However, a report based on her forthcoming tell-all book reveals that she has disapproved of her uncle's behavior and treatment of her late father for many years. Mary recently leaked family tax documents to the New York Times. Her book is scheduled to be published on August 11, just a few weeks before the Republican National Convention. Key facts: Mary Trump is the daughter of Fred Trump Jr., Donald Trump's older brother, who passed away in 1981 at the age of 42 due to alcoholism-related heart attack. Mentored by Roy Cohn. Mary and her brother, Fred III, were left behind after their father's untimely death. The family tension surrounding the death of Mary's father became public when Fred Jr.'s children filed a court case in 2000 against Donald and his siblings. They contested the division of assets in their grandfather's real estate empire as outlined in his will. In a 2000 interview with the New York Daily News, Mary expressed her concerns about the will and the treatment of family members, including her father. She criticized her aunt and uncles, accusing Donald, Marianne, and Robert Trump of cutting off funds necessary for their nephew's cerebral palsy treatment. Mary holds a bachelor's and master's degree in English literature from Tufts University and Columbia University, respectively. She later pursued a master's degree and Ph.D. in clinical psychology at Adelphi University and contributed to a book on schizophrenia in 2002. According to a now disabled LinkedIn profile, Mary Trump worked as a certified professional life coach and was the CEO of the Trump Coaching Group, a New York-based life coaching company she founded in 2012. It is unclear how involved she is with the coaching group at present. On November 9, following her uncle's election as president, Mary expressed her discontent on Twitter, describing it as one of the worst nights of her life. She expressed her support for Hillary Clinton, whom she referred to as an extraordinary human being and public servant. Mary frequently shows support for Democratic policies, particularly increased gun control, on Twitter, where her bio includes #Black Lives Matter and pronouns she/her/hers. The book will also feature intimate and damning thoughts from Marianne Trump Barry, the president's sister. Key background: President Trump has openly discussed the impact of his brother's death on his life. In a 2019 interview with the Washington Post, he expressed regret about pressuring his brother to join the family business. The president acknowledged the mistake of assuming that everyone would enjoy it, calling it his biggest mistake. Further reading. Revealed, the family member who turned on Trump, the Daily Beast. Trump's niece becomes first relative to speak out against family in forthcoming tell-all book, Forbes. Inside Trump's bitter battle, nephew's ailing baby caught in the middle, New York Daily News. Part 2 June 10, 2023. Trump indicted again, can he still win in 2024? Donald's niece Mary Trump with Karen Hunter. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with Mary Trump, Ph.D., a renowned psychologist and the niece of former President Donald Trump. Mary, thank you for joining us. Mary Trump, Ph.D., thank you for having me, Karen. Karen Hunter. Mary, your book, Too Much and Never Enough, How My Family Created the World's Most Dangerous Man, provides a unique perspective on the Trump family dynamic. Can you briefly describe the central themes of your book? Mary Trump, Ph.D., certainly, Karen. My book delves into the toxic family dynamic that shaped Donald Trump's upbringing and ultimately influenced his behavior. I explore the lack of kindness and empathy within the family and how these traits were perceived as weaknesses. This allowed the development of a personality that I believe contributed to his actions as president. Karen Hunter, it's fascinating to think about the role of kindness or the absence thereof in shaping someone's character. Can you provide some specific examples of instances where kindness was seen as a weakness within the Trump family? Mary Trump, Ph.D., absolutely, Karen. In my book, I discuss how acts of kindness were often exploited or dismissed within the family. For instance, if someone showed empathy or compassion, they were seen as vulnerable or easy to manipulate. This created a culture where demonstrating kindness was discouraged, and assertiveness and aggression were valued instead. Karen Hunter, that's a profound insight into the Trump family dynamics. How do you think this lack of kindness affected Donald Trump's presidency and his relationships with others? Mary Trump, Ph.D., the absence of kindness in his upbringing shaped Donald Trump's worldview and his interactions with others. He often prioritized personal gain over the well-being of others, and his aggressive behavior was a reflection of this. This approach to leadership, where kindness and empathy were lacking, contributed to a divisive and combative style of governance. Karen Hunter, it's clear that the family dynamics you describe had a significant impact on Donald Trump's development. Are there any instances where kindness was encouraged or valued within the family? Mary Trump, Ph.D., while acts of kindness weren't entirely absent, they were often overshadowed by a culture that emphasized toughness and winning at all costs. There were instances where kindness was seen as a way to gain favor or manipulate others, rather than being valued for its own sake. Karen Hunter, that's an interesting perspective, Mary. It seems like the family dynamic created an environment where kindness was secondary to other qualities. As we wrap up, is there anything else you'd like to add about the impact of kindness or the lack thereof within the Trump family? Mary Trump, Ph.D., I believe that recognizing the importance of kindness in shaping individuals and their actions is crucial. In the case of the Trump family, the absence of kindness had far-reaching consequences, not only for Donald Trump but for the country as a whole. Understanding these dynamics can help us reflect on the importance of empathy and compassion in our own lives and the impact they have on our relationships and society. Karen Hunter, thank you, Mary, for sharing your insights and shedding light on these important aspects of the Trump family dynamic. It has been a pleasure having you on the show. Mary Trump, Ph.D., thank you again for having me, Karen. It's been a pleasure discussing these topics with you. Much appreciation to you for giving of your time with us at Motivation at Hand. To know is to know how. We trust you will come back soon.